Hello everyone, welcome to I Roll It, I Review It. Quick reviews chosen at random. To start, I need to see where I'm watching. 2 is Amazon. Now to roll for the genre. 19. 19 is horror. It's been a while. I think the last one of these was The Sand. Anyway, now to roll for the movie. 2. 2 is Forget Me Not. I think I remember hearing about this one. Let's give it a look. Oh boy, where to begin? Forget Me Not is from 2009 and was directed by Tyler Oliver. It's about a group of the worst people in the world who don't care about anything except for themselves. One night after drinking heavily, they play hide and seek in a graveyard, where they run into a random girl. The random girl joins in the game, but then she jumps off a cliff to her death. Why is there a cliff in a cemetery? After that, the group begin to die off one by one as they're killed by Not Sadako from The Ring. Every time one of them dies, everyone forgets they ever existed except for Sandy, the one in the group who isn't completely horrible. So what we're left with is a bunch of unlikable people dying in horrific ways, and we're supposed to care. Even though the people are forgotten when they die, they come back as these gray duct tape garbage bag demons with exaggerated mouths. At first I thought this was a PG-13 film because there's a bunch of sex scenes with no one getting naked. The most ridiculous one is where Chad is boning Hannah and she still has her bra on. I point this out because right after they finish, he says this.
You asshole, how could you?
I mean, have you seen your body?
So hot that he couldn't be bothered to launch that bra across the room? Then there's Lex, who's such a hussy, she acts like trash in front of her poor dad.
Who wants some?
Crying out loud, I'm right here.
Hannah then tests the limits of a towel as it somehow stays glued to her as she's fighting for her life against monsters. I didn't realize the movie was actually R-rated until one guy gets killed and it's super bloody. It stands out in the weirdest way. It's like watching a made-for-TV movie where somebody spliced in footage from Hostel. At one point, I assumed they were all college students, but then someone points out they just graduated and are supposed to be high school students. Another movie with high school students that look 25. This movie was really bad. The saving grace was that the girls were pretty and they did try to find reasons to put them in bikinis. However, their characters all stunk. The girls, the guys, even the supposed hero Sandy. Of course, we find out that this whole thing is because of a prank gone wrong when they were kids. Sandy was friends with the weird girl Angela, but she got hurt during the prank, which landed her in a coma for years. During that time, Sandy forgot about her, so Angela sends her spirit out to get revenge and make everyone forget these people exist. This is when I remembered a book called Floater, which is pretty much the same thing minus the forgetting aspect. It's about a kid who is a high school outcast, and he spends most of his time by himself. During that time, he figures out astral projection. In a prank gone wrong, a bunch of bullies are responsible for him drowning, and before he drowns, he projects his spirit outside of his body. He then spends the next decade trying to figure out how to manipulate things in the real world, and plans his revenge. It's a cool book from 1988 that would make for a really good horror movie if done right. Oh, that leads me to Stealth Bella Thorne. While she's not the star, she snuck into this one as the younger version of the girl who was bullied. How many movies has she been in that I keep running into her? Anyway, Angela's in a coma and somehow is able to make everyone die. Sandy realizes this and decides what she needs to do is to shut off the machine that goes bing, which will release Angela's soul or something. I'm sure there's a deeper meaning in there, but they fumbled the film so hard it's not evident. Along with everything else wrong with the movie, it was jump scare central. Forget Me Not was not good. A dull, lifeless horror film with some occasional over-the-top violence, but then it goes back to mediocrity. The idea wasn't bad, but the execution was seriously lacking. The movie was from 2009, and as such, it was pretty late in the wave of American films influenced by J-horror. The monster spirits looked and moved like the ones from The Grudge, Cairo, and others. Only here, they were more silly than scary. A shame, I was hoping this would be a good horror film. However, Forget Me Not gets a thumbs down. For sneaking Bella Thorne into a horror movie, I'm giving these dice a timeout. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.